have to say, without wishing to be biased, a particular welcome to those who've been test pitting this morning, because having been down in a, I suspect, fairly muddy hole in the ground, and then coming to something like this, I think is a particular archaeological dedication that few people manage to sustain throughout their careers. So I really appreciate, or we really appreciate, everybody coming here. And I know we have got some people here from quite far and some people here from very local, and that's really nice, and that's what it should all be about. And obviously for me, I'm very passionate about the Mesolithic, about the very earliest settlement of Scotland, which now, thanks to Mesolithic Deeside and a few others, we know goes back further than the Mesolithic. So it's really nice to see other people that share the passion. And I'll just give you, well, the sort of housekeeping I've done, but again, just for everybody. When we're walking around, we're asked to wear masks. When we're sitting, we don't have to wear masks. The object of this afternoon was really just to have something to mark and celebrate the publication. This is the Scottish Archaeological Internet Report publication, and it is the publication of the first 3 years of work by Mesolithic Deeside. So 2017, 2018, 2019. And actually, I think Adela, who was one of the first people to see the finished manuscript, will confirm, even though it was only 3 years work, we managed to fill quite a lot of pages. So it just shows you, you know, there is a lot of interest come out. And I know even when I was writing it up, there were more sites already being logged and recorded and records being put together and things. So I know there's more work already. And what I'm really hoping is that this publication gives a kind of template, if you like, that perhaps without, you don't need all the discussion again instantly, but at least can serve as a format to put in a record of the new sites as they come, so that it can be kept as a sort of rolling record, if you like, with new sites that can easily be logged into the kind of basic system which is all set out here. And although my name, well, I should introduce myself for people who haven't met me. I'm Caroline Wickham-Jones. Although my name is the first on the list of authors, in fact, I mean, I don't really see it as my publication because the work was done by other people. The work was done by the people out field walking, the people lying under black plastic in the corner of a field taking dates, the people ordering flints and things, the people sussing out the terracing, the geomorphology, the soils, all sorts of different things. And what I was really doing was working from all the reports that everybody sent me and knitting it together into a whole, and hopefully trying to make it into a readable whole. So something that, although it had a lot of technical detail, also was an interesting story. So what I want to do now really is introduce some of the bodies who've been involved with the publication, with the various bits of fieldwork with Mesolithic Deeside. And people are just going to give very brief talks, really 5 minutes-ish, give or take, just to introduce themselves and their organisation and their relationship with Mesolithic Deeside, sort of how Mesolithic Deeside and its work is important for them. Because really you can't understate the contribution that has been made for archaeology in Scotland generally. So we'll let people talk, and then once everybody's introduced themselves, then it's sort of free for all. Again, if you want to mingle and mix and move around and chat, the opportunity to do that, or get another cup of tea. There's a table which from the Society of Antiquaries, with similar publications and information about joining the society and things like that, which Helen will be talking about. So really it's just meant as a very informal afternoon. When we were organising this, we weren't at all sure that we wouldn't, you know, if situation changed, we might have had to hold it in the car park. So we really wanted something that was what you might call a transferable skill, that we could go outside. We didn't want any electronics. And so hopefully we've just done something informal just to kind of mark the fact that those first 3 years of work now exist in the public eye, if you like. So I think the first person I'm going to ask to come and just very briefly introduce are the Mesolithic Deeside people, and I know Sheila somewhere is primed, and I'm not sure if you've got an assistant, Sheila.
We had a double act.
It's a double act. Does that double act? No.